Imagine a stadium. It is not just any stadium, it is filled with almost 100,000 people. They are all shouting, they are singing songs for their team. The noise is so loud you can feel it in your chest. This is not just a normal football game, this is ElClasico. It is the name for the match between two of the biggest football clubs in the world, FC Barcelona and Real Madrid. When these two teams play, everything stops. People all over Spain and all over the world gather to watch. The air is thick with excitement and tension, a feeling that something truly special is about to happen on the green pitch below. The atmosphere is electric. You can see the colors everywhere. Barcelona's famous blue and garnet, called Blaugrana, fill one half of the stands. Real Madrid's brilliant clean white, Los Blancos, fills the other. It is a beautiful sight, a visual representation of a deep division. The players walk onto the field, and the sound gets even louder. They are some of the best players in the history of football. They know this is not just about winning 3 points, this is about pride. It is about history. It is about representing millions of fans who feel every kick, every tackle, and every goal as if they were playing themselves. Even before the first whistle blows, the story has already begun. The newspapers have been talking about it for weeks. The television channels show old games, remembering famous goals and controversial moments. So who are these two famous teams? Let's start with FC Barcelona. They are from Barcelona, a big city in the region of Catalonia in the northeast of Spain. Their stadium is called the CampNou, which means new field, and it is one of the largest in Europe. Barcelona is famous for its style of play, often called tiki-taka. This means they love to pass the ball quickly and keep it away from their opponents. Their club motto is Més que un club, which is Catalan for more than a club. This shows that for the people of Catalonia, the team represents their culture, their language, and their identity, making it a powerful symbol. On the other side, we have Real Madrid. They come from Madrid, the capital city of Spain. Their magnificent stadium is the SantiagoBernabeu. Real Madrid is known for its history of winning. They have won the most important trophies in Spain and in Europe many times. They are often seen as the club of the establishment, representing Spanish central power and tradition. Their fans expect to win every game and to see spectacular football played by some of the world's most expensive and famous players, known as Galacticos. The pure white kit they wear is recognized everywhere as a symbol of footballing royalty and success. These two clubs are the biggest and most successful in Spanish football history. They have been competing for the top prizes, like the Spanish League title, LaLiga, and the King's Cup, Copa del Rey, for over 100 years. When they play against each other, it is often a battle that decides who will be the champion. This constant fight for supremacy has made their rivalry grow stronger with every passing season. The story of why ElClasico is so intense is not just about football. It is also about the history of Spain. For a long time, the country was ruled by a dictator named General Franco. During his rule from 1939 to 1975, regional cultures and languages, like Catalan, were suppressed. The government in Madrid held all the power. For many people in Catalonia, FC Barcelona became a way to express their identity when they could not do so in other ways. The stadium was one of the few places where they could speak their language and show their flag without fear, making the club a symbol of resistance and freedom. Real Madrid, during this same period, was often seen as the team of the government. They were very successful and became a symbol of a unified, strong Spain that the regime wanted to project to the world. This association, whether fair or not, created a deep political division between the two clubs. A match between Barcelona and Real Madrid was not just about sports, it was a symbolic battle. It was Catalonia versus the central power of Madrid. This historical context is the foundation of the rivalry's intensity, a bitterness that has been passed down through generations of supporters. This political tension created some very famous and controversial moments. One of the most significant events happened in the 1950s with a player named Alfredo Di Stefano. Both clubs thought they had signed him. After a long and complicated dispute, the authorities decided he should play for Real Madrid. Di Stefano went on to become one of the greatest players in the club's history, leading them to incredible success. Barcelona fans felt that he had been stolen from them, and this incident added a huge amount of anger and mistrust to the rivalry that still exists today. Even after Spain became a democracy, the historical feelings remained. The rivalry had become too deep to just disappear. It is part of the identity of both clubs. The fans know the stories of the past, they teach them to their children, so when the teams play, they are not just playing for the present, they are also playing for the past. So, what makes El Clásico different from other big football games, like the Manchester Derby or the Milan Derby? Honestly, it's the sheer number of world-class players on the pitch at the same time. For many years, this match was a showcase for the two best players in the world, Lionel Messi for Barcelona and Cristiano Ronaldo for Real Madrid. Their personal rivalry was, you could say, a story inside the bigger story of the game. Every time they played, people would debate who was better. Watching them compete against each other was a privilege, a magical chapter in football history that made these matches truly unforgettable. The style of football is also a key part of the drama. Barcelona, with its philosophy of possession and patient build-up, represents a certain artistic ideal. They want to win by playing beautiful football, controlling the game with intricate passing. Real Madrid, on the other hand, is often more direct and powerful. They're famous for their devastatingly fast counterattacks, using the speed and skill of their forwards to overwhelm opponents. This clash of styles, the artist versus the athlete, the patient versus the powerful, makes for a fascinating tactical battle every time they meet. The pressure is on a different level. Players who are heroes for their national teams can sometimes look nervous in El Clásico. The global audience, the historical weight, and the intensity from the stands create an atmosphere that can be overwhelming. A mistake in this game is remembered for years, but a moment of brilliance can make you a legend forever. Players like Ronaldinho, who once received a standing ovation from the Madrid fans for his amazing performance, or Zinedine Zidane, with his elegant control of the game, became icons in these matches. Furthermore, the game is a platform for greatness. Many of the greatest footballers in history have worn the famous jerseys of these two clubs, from Johan Cruyff, who changed Barcelona's identity, to Raúl, the beloved captain of Real Madrid. The list is, honestly, endless. These legends have all left their mark on El Clásico with iconic goals, incredible skills, and memorable celebrations. When you watch the game today, you are watching the current generation of stars trying to write their own names into the history books, adding new chapters to this epic and ongoing story. The passion for El Clásico is not just felt in Spain, it's actually a global phenomenon. In cities from Tokyo to Buenos Aires, from New York to Lagos, people gather in bars and homes to watch the game. They wear their team's jerseys and cheer as if they were in the stadium themselves. The match is broadcast to hundreds of millions of viewers in almost every country on Earth. It has become one of the most watched annual sporting events in the world, rivaling the Super Bowl or the UEFA Champions League final. It's a testament to the universal language of football. This global appeal exists because the game consistently delivers drama and excitement. You really never know what will happen. There could be a last-minute winning goal, a controversial red card, or a moment of individual genius that will be talked about for weeks. The rivalry is so famous that even people who do not normally watch football know about El Clásico. They know about Messi and Ronaldo. They know about Barcelona and Real Madrid. The game has transcended the sport and become a part of popular culture, a shared event for a massive global community. The fans are the heart and soul of this incredible event. Their passion is what makes the atmosphere so special. In Barcelona, the fans, known as coolers, create enormous mosaics in the stands, spelling out messages of support. In Madrid, the Madridistas wave a sea of white flags, roaring their team on. This loyalty is absolute. For them, El Clásico is the most important day of the season. A victory brings joy and bragging rights for months, while a defeat is a source of deep sadness and frustration. This emotional investment is what fuels the rivalry and keeps it burning bright. In the end, El Clásico is so intense because it is about more than just football. It's about history, culture, and identity. It's a story of two cities, two philosophies, and two of the greatest clubs the world has ever seen. The game is a showcase of incredible skill, played under immense pressure by footballing superstars. It's a drama filled with passion, heroes, and sometimes villains. When those 90 minutes begin, the whole world holds its breath, united in excitement and anticipation. That is why El Clásico is, and will likely always be, the biggest and most thrilling game on the planet.